Imagine waking up to the news that a world-famous pop icon, someone whose voice has filled stadiums and whose songs have been the soundtrack of millions of lives, has passed away. Not from an accident, not from old age, but from colorectal cancer. A silent disease that creeps into the body, often unnoticed until it's too late. When someone with fame, resources, and access to the best medical care in the world can be taken by this illness, what does that say for the rest of us? This is not a story about fear, it's a wake-up call. Because behind the glamour of red carpets and global tours, even the strongest voices can be silenced by what we put into our bodies, by the foods and drinks we consume daily, by habits we think are harmless but slowly erode our health. And today, I want you to stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear may not just surprise you, it may save your life. And if you care about your health, subscribe right now, give this video a like and share it, because this message needs to reach as many people as possible. Colorectal cancer is now the second most common cancer worldwide. In 2023 alone, tens of thousands of new cases were reported in countries across the globe. And here's what's truly alarming. It's no longer just a disease of the elderly. More and more young adults, even those in their 30s and 40s, are being diagnosed. Doctors are raising the alarm. Something in our modern lifestyle is fueling this crisis. But while most people think of cancer as something sudden, the truth is, the seeds are planted silently over years, often by choices we don't even question. You see, the symptoms rarely start in the gut. They show up in ways people dismiss. Persistent fatigue that doesn't go away with rest, a face that looks puffy and tired even after sleep, anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere, unexplained mood swings, and even skin that starts showing dark spots or rashes. These are the body's warning lights, but instead of listening, many people try to cover them up with quick fixes, another coffee, another energy drink, or worse, dangerous detox teas that claim to cleanse, but in reality cause more harm than healing. Let's talk about those teas. Some of the most popular detox teas on the market contain Senna or Cascara Sagrada. They work by forcefully contracting your intestines, giving the illusion of cleansing, when in reality they are irritating and inflaming the lining of your gut. Each violent contraction leaves tiny injuries that you cannot see, but over time, they add up. Imagine scratching the same spot on your skin every day. Eventually, it scars. Now imagine that happening inside your intestines, where inflammation is directly linked to cancer risk. And it doesn't stop there. Espinera Santa, Ibarbo, and other so-called herbal cleansers are not gentle remedies. They strip away the balance of your microbiome, the delicate community of bacteria in your gut, which controls digestion, immunity, and even mood, gets thrown into chaos. When those bacteria die off, the gut becomes vulnerable. Harmful microbes take over, fueling chronic inflammation and, in some cases, lesions that can evolve into tumors. Now you may be thinking, but I drink ginger tea, hibiscus, or even aloe leaf tea, aren't those healthy? The truth depends on how and how much. Ginger in small amounts can help digestion, but in excess, it can irritate those with reflux or gastritis. Hibiscus is praised for weight loss, but overconsumption can strain the liver and irritate the stomach lining. Aloe, if used carelessly with the peel intact, introduces compounds that inflame and disrupt the gut. And perhaps the most surprising, drinking tea that's simply too hot. Studies have shown that consuming scalding hot beverages like overly heated mate or green tea can damage the mucosa of the digestive tract, creating an environment where cancerous cells thrive. So here's the truth. Not every natural drink is safe. Nature heals, yes, but it can also harm when misunderstood. And if you're still here, it's because you care about protecting your health. So pause for a second, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and let's continue, because the next part is crucial. The greatest villains aren't just in your teacup, they're on your plate. Think about the last snack you reached for. Was it a pack of cookies, chips, or maybe a quick sandwich with deli meats? These ultra-processed foods are everywhere, and they're slowly destroying us. Processed meats, sausages, bacon, ham, are classified by the World Health Organization as Group 1 carcinogens, right alongside tobacco. Just 50 grams a day, about 2 slices of bacon, increases your risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. Let that sink in. And what about sugar? It's not just in desserts. It hides in salad dressings, breads, yogurts, and even so-called healthy granola bars. Each spoonful feeds harmful bacteria in the gut, disrupting the balance further. Dairy products, especially when consumed excessively, can also worsen inflammation, especially in those with lactose intolerance. And when you add fried foods, hydrogenated oils, and sodas into the mix, you're essentially fueling a fire inside your body, one that burns silently until it's too late. But before you feel overwhelmed, here's the good news. The same way habits can destroy your gut, they can also heal it. The gut has an incredible ability to repair when given the right tools. The first step is hydration. Water is the simplest and most powerful cleanser. Unlike any detox tea, it hydrates and helps flush toxins naturally. Then add fiber. Real fiber from oats, flax seeds, chia, psyllium. These feed the good bacteria in your gut, allowing them to grow stronger and fight off the bad ones. Next, embrace fermented foods. Kefir, plain yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha. These introduce living probiotics that restore the balance of your microbiome. For repairing the intestinal lining, few things are as effective as aloe vera gel, carefully prepared without the outer peel, bone broth rich in collagen, and green bananas or banana flour, which contain resistant starch to heal and strengthen the gut wall. And yes, there are safe teas, soothing allies that don't harm. Chamomile to calm inflammation, fennel to reduce bloating, peppermint to ease digestion. These are gentle, nurturing, and far from the aggressive detox concoctions sold online. But healing doesn't happen in one day. It's a process, a journey with phases. First, repair. Give your gut the tools to heal its lining. Then, introduce. Add probiotics and prebiotics to rebuild the microbiome. Finally, maintain. Make hydration, fiber, and balanced nutrition part of your daily life, not just a temporary fix. And as you do this, remember, every choice you make at the table is a vote for or against your future health. Every time you say no to processed meats, every time you swap soda for water, every time you choose whole foods over factory-made snacks, you're rewriting your story. You're protecting yourself from becoming another heartbreaking headline about a star lost too soon to a preventable disease. So let this be your moment of change. Don't wait for symptoms. Don't wait until it's too late. Start today. If this video moved you, if it opened your eyes, then take a stand for your health. Subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends and family, and leave a comment about one change you're committing to today. Because here's the truth. Cancer may be powerful, but knowledge, awareness, and action are stronger. And your life, your energy, your story deserve nothing less.